This is Keith. I wanted to talk to you a little bit. This is going to go on my YouTube page and also my live meet. I want to talk to you about like the 5G stuff that's coming today. Is kind of brief you about that a little bit. What I want to say is that when this stuff comes or whatever, it's all bad. I mean, from the science on it says it's bad. Microwave radio waves are bad, and they're causing damage to people. And really, companies never tested this shit out. They're just going to pop it in the market, whether it's safe or not, and they're just going to go with it, and they're going to test it out. The bad thing about it is kids are going to be the ones who really suffer the consequences, because it's going to take some time, a length of time, really, to feel those consequences, but they will be felt from it. I wonder how many of these companies, I tell you what, if one of these companies like AT&T or Sprint and whatever, they want to take these towers, these cell phone towers, and put them right in front of their house, then I'd be okay with that. But I want them to put like 2 in front of their houses. So if they're the first people to put them up and they put them in front of their houses, then I'm okay. But if they're not willing to put one up in front of their house, then I say, why are you going to put it in front of mine? And I want to talk to you a little bit about like the local government and state governments and federal governments. I mean, what is going on with our world right now? It's getting crazy out there, people. Agenda 21 is something everybody should pay attention to. House 8, Facebook's House 8. Nancy doesn't work for him no more, but she was with DARPA. But you can look on YouTube. You can find it on my YouTube page, or you can find it on my Facebook page. You can find it on my Live Me page. I'll put a link up today where the video is. It's called Facebook House 8, Project House 8. Leading lady on it was Nancy Dugan, I think is her last name. Could be wrong in the last name. I'm not good. I know she's an evil bitch. She works for DARPA. And they're coming up with technology. I mean, it sounds like tinfoil hat shit, but they're really coming up with technology to where they can read your thoughts, where we can talk without even having our cell phones out. We can just communicate almost telepathically is what it would be. And they have done this with deaf and blind people. They'll show you in the video. And this is where they meet the financial backers. The financial backers come there, so this is a video taped at that meeting. They're not going to come out and talk about shit they don't have coming out, especially when it involves people with money, that they're going to get money from people. I say this. To say this. They also, with this 5G stuff, it's like military speed. For one, it's weapons grade speed. It's what they use for weapons. Have used for weapons. I want to tell you that they're going to take that and all the chemtrails that have been going down here for years, over the last, 10, 15 years. We'll be in a world where we can't hide, nowhere to hide, because they'll be able to find you. Whether you're in a bunker way down below in the ground, or you're way up somewhere in the sky, they're going to be able to track you. Second of all, everything that has a smart device will be able to listen, capture, hear, and see everything we do. On top of that, you're going to have all that information used. And if they could read your thoughts, how could you and me get together and plan? Remember, we're a well-guarded militia to protect ourselves against our government when they step out of hand and our freedom becomes imprisonment. But we can't even do that. We won't be able to do that. If they get this technology passed, we'll not be able to do that. Right. This is something that you got to wake up and realize what's going on. You got to be careful how you approach it when it comes to approaching it, that type of thing. Definitely in a different world. Try not to talk too loud. People on the side of me over there. But more and more I dive into these government things. I used to believe these people were crazy that would talk about this shit, man. But I'm really opening my eyes and I'm seeing, and there's actual proof I mean, when there's actual proof, and they're pretty blatant about it nowadays. It's like they almost don't give a fuck. They're so close to implementing their plan, it won't matter. You disagree with them, you're going to be killed. So, they're getting ready to lock us all down real soon, man. People believe that. And the last thing you want to do is have weapons taken away from honest citizens, Americans. We want to keep 5G away from the country as far as you can from the country, man. It's already destroyed the cities with all the crap that goes on here. You want to keep your kids away from it, and if you have it in your house, even 5G internet's bad. Look it up. Don't believe me. Challenge me on these things. If you don't believe me, look them up. House 8 Project, Facebook, House 8 Project Nancy. Type that into YouTube and put reading your thoughts. It'll pop up with that video, I guarantee it. Look on there and look at both sides. You don't believe me. There's I agree. If somebody's got money and they're on one side, they're going to say what the money wants them to say. Vice versa on the other side. But you got to know there's people somewhere in the middle and they're balanced. And you got to find the information yourself. Sometimes you got to challenge what you hear. And once you do and you search and you research, you come back to them and you tell me I'm wrong. And if I am, I'll admit it. I'll even point it out. I'm here to tell you though, what I believe in is what is real out there and what's going on. But this is not going to be a pretty world here soon. And my friend, I'm over at her house today. I'm actually returning something to the store for Big Lots. We'll see how that goes. Maybe we'll keep this on camera too when I'm down there. But my point is this. She got a daughter. I'm attached to her daughter a little bit. I don't see mine. There's people that know me and my story know why. And so her daughter's kind of like symbolizes a lot to me. And her kids mean a lot to me. I've known her over 20 years. She's my best friend. I love her to death. Die for this girl. I'm at her house and her kids are there. And I'm thinking, what type of world am I leaving these kids if I sit back and I do nothing and allow this shit to keep going on and on? I don't even know where you begin or what you can do about it. Right now I'm educating myself, and then I'm going to take the next step into what direction I have to do or learn to do about it. Don't be afraid to question authority. If authority is wrong, you stand up to it and you question it without a doubt. You protect your constitutional rights, you protect your freedoms, your liberties, and your justices, and if you don't, you're doing an injustice to your children. Their world is what we leave them. And right now, current state of politics, man, I mean, we're leaving them. That's okay to lie, cheat, lie to the FBI. You don't have to go to jail if you're rich or privileged. I mean, we're teaching them all types of stuff like that. It's not fair. And you wonder why your kid might tell a lie. You wonder why your kid thinks, no one. Why do you think the divorce and all that's so high? Because everybody thinks it's okay to cheat on their wives, their girlfriends, their spouses. No morals, no values, all to the wayside. Video games take a lot of that away from people too. I hate to say it, but they do. When you got Grand Theft Auto and kids are have meth factories and weed factories and stuff like that. And granted, some kids can play it, maybe some kids can't. Either way, it's not, something I would promote in my home anyway. All right, I'm getting ready to go in the store. I'm going to turn this off. I'm here. I'll let you know how it goes when I get out, people. All right, thanks.